Welcome back, troops, to the latest edition of Sandwatch Live. After an extended tour of duty in Kansas City, Chicago, and actually a little tour out to Joliet down in southern Illinois, we are back finally with a new video. We know it's probably been the most disappointing year in terms of what you're finding, or actually rather what you're not finding on the pegs. And thanks to our friends at Hasbro, we're going to get our first look at the Black Series, the new 6-inch line that Hasbro announced back at Toy Fair, or maybe just a little bit before. We're going to get a look at the exclusive Boba Fett. I've actually been looking forward to getting my hands on anything new, but to get Boba Fett, I mean, what a great way to kick off the 6-inch series, I'd have to say. They also sent forward the Angry Birds special action figure set, reminiscent of the vintage set. They took the Angry Birds and they put them into the vintage packaging. We're going to take a look at that in the end of the clip. But something cool about the new Black Series packaging, you just pull this little insert off and you can take the box lid right off the top. It says the Black Series right there, nice. And here's our figure, troops. So without further ado, let's jump into the nitty gritty and let's take a look at Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite. Come on, troops, let's check them out. Okay, troops, something cool about the 6-inch packaging is they're taking a page from maybe Gentle Giant or Sideshow, how you can take figures in and out of the packages. It's secured with just a few rubber bands, quite nice around the knees for Boba. Look down here, it's just held in with a couple rubber bands like Hasbro does with a lot of the 3 3/4. But the stand, there's pieces for the stand, and what's even cooler is not just the intricate design work that they did here on the packaging, but also the instructions on the bottom of the lip of the package here, so you can set the stand up in both, for the Carbonite block accessory. It's just held in with little rubber bands, and they've got the instructions right there on the lip, so you can take a look at the. Just put it together real quick and easy, guys. Take it by the end there. There's a little place where it just fits together, and you can drop the block in. There's little holders for it right here on the back, and you can snap it in right there. I know we're kind of getting into the display piece before we're getting into the action figure. Another thing I really want to highlight that I like about this line is they've got the Blast Tech EE3 blaster rifle here, side view. They've got the Sacros K11 disintegration pistol, his secondary weapon. They've got the modified Z6 jetpack. It says primary transportation. I might dispute that for the Slave 1, but nonetheless, it's a real cool thing to have the details and the instructions for this figure. Now let's jump over here to Boba Fett. Real nice looking action figure. I think many of you remember not too long ago we reviewed the Kotobukiya Artifacts Plus Boba Fett, and I really wished we would have hung on to that. We gave that away at one of the conventions we attended, because I'd really like to compare that awesome quality with this figure here. But you just snap the jetpack on the back right there, fits right in. I really do question the scale aspect, how well it will sell with collectors and fans. The first series, the Sand Trooper, the Darth Maul, R2-D2, it's been 50-50, I'd say, in terms of what I've read, and in terms of what collectors are going to be as far as like buying the line. But as you see here, you can just fit the pistol right into his hand, and he's really set up to hold this blaster rifle in a variety of poses. Something we'll also point out is They got a lot of the details down, you know, the toe spikes, all the weaponry on the gauntlets, everything that we know and love about Boba Fett seems to be well represented here. And you just quite simply fit the blaster rifle into his hand. Fits nice and easy there. And you can turn this one around. You know, now we're you know, holy Jeremy Bullock, troopers, look at that. You just pop it right in there, and Boba's ready for action. The something nice about this is with the bigger scale, you can get more accuracy, and that's something that as collectors I think we've complained about over the years. This cape here seems to need to look at there, it just folds right in down. Just when I thought it was being a pain in the neck, it popped right back in there. But yeah, you can do a lot with this figure. There's articulation in the elbows, the knees, the ankle. You know, he does a lot of different things. It turns here, you know, thigh articulation, guys. He, you know, fully extends this way. You know, quite impressive what they can do. You know, they have the Mandalorian symbol, the chest plate, the Wookiee braids, everything that you so much love about Boba Fett is right here, guys. Very cool job they did on the paint, the sculpt, the design. I see a real nice execution. I do point out that the rangefinder doesn't seem to move, which I don't know if that might be the only miss, if there was one on this figure. But again, you can display them with the Han Solo, and you know, you take a look at the Han. Han looks really neat too. You take as I said before, he's got little tabs on the back here. You take that off. You put these together just like that. That slides on there, and you can display Han hovering, which again, really cool. Too bad they couldn't throw some lights in here on the sides. That would have been the only thing I think they missed, but you know, good representation of Boba's prized possession. I think it's an awesome exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con for those of you who are going out there. It's definitely worth picking up, I'd have to say. For my first look at the 6-inch line overall, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. Just for the sake of argument, troopers, I wanted to put the Black Series figure next to my Gentle Giant statue, and I gotta say it's not as impressive as the statue here, but this was also a couple $100. This is retailing at $44.99. It's available at booth 3329 at San Diego Comic-Con. It's the exclusive item. The detail sheets I have also say, if you're not going to San Diego Comic-Con, that there will be an allotment sold on HasbroToyShop.com. But if the big Death Star and the carbon freezing chamber sellouts are any indicator of how quick that's going to go down, you better be on it and ready to go Monday, Tuesday after Comic-Con. Great looking figure, troopers. I was very, very impressed with all the articulation in the weapons, everything about it. There's not a whole lot not to like as far as me personally collecting the 6-inch line. I'd have to say it's a thumbs up for me. I'm going to give it a go. You know, this figure here, $44.99, while that might seem a little bit on the pricey side, you are getting Boba and the Han to kind of compensate for the cost differences, and overall I'd have to say it's a value. Now also at booth 3329 will be the Angry Birds special action figure set. Luke, Vader, Stormtrooper, Leia, all, you know, the original 12 backs. You know, they're really doing everything they can to, you know, appeal to the vintage collector. The card back looks really cool. I don't know. I haven't bought any of the Angry Birds memorabilia. I don't know if I'm going to buy that. They did send that to us. However, these two items will be part of our Steel City Invasion that I'm going to announce right here in this video. We will be in Pittsburgh at the Steel City Con. the last weekend in July. We want you troopers to come out there and check us out. We don't have our booth number or anything but we can confirm that we will be there. These items will be in our raffle. We've got our advertisers, sponsors, affiliates all chipping in. We're going to have a good time out there. It's going to be a great weekend. If you want to take part in the raffle, you can enlist in our premium membership program. You can check out sandtroopers.com to see how you can be a member of that. Until next time, though, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us right here on this YouTube channel. Let us know. Give us some feedback what you think about the new 6-inch line or Angry Birds. I'd love to hear what you have to say on that. Until next time, I'm Darth Spice. You are still so very glad you're not. United we find. We're out of here.
The force is strong with sandtroopers.com. Indeed.